This is your News Now Sports.
Atlanta native Luke Vonderhaar moved to the state of Ohio just a couple of years ago, and since then he hasn't left, graduating from New Bremen High School before becoming an Ohio State Buckeye. Now the Ohio State sophomore is playing summer ball with the Grand Lake Mariners, and our Katie Gilhooly caught up with him to learn more about what summer ball is like while living at home.
Ohio State sophomore and Mariners first baseman Luke Vonderhaar has the luxury of spending his summer playing baseball less than 20 miles from his home in New Bremen.
Just moved up to Ohio a couple years ago, so getting to play with guys from all around the country, guys from back down south where I'm originally from, and from up north, even from Michigan. It's a good experience, getting to see baseball from a lot of different perspectives. Everybody plays a different game. Every program's different.
The former Cardinal says the greatest opportunity, though, is getting to play ball competitively this summer.
It's a time to, develop, hone skills, and just get to play with a different group of guys than you're normally with, all school year. So get to learn new stuff from new coaches, learn new stuff from new players. So everybody gets something out of it.
He's learning as much as we are. I mean, he plays at a big school at Ohio State. They did really well this year, and it's also us gaining knowledge of what they're talking about at school, and then kind of him taking back some stuff from school that we've kind of taught him along the way. And like I said, having local kids is a big thing, especially in summer ball.
A learning experience he hopes he can take with him back to Columbus in the fall.
I got to be with the team during the fall and the winter, working out with those guys, seeing the work they put in, seeing the type of elite competitors that they are, and watching them put it all together in the Big Ten tournament and making a run was really special to see. And I'm looking forward to getting back after it with those guys in the fall.
In Salina, Katie Gilhooly, your News Now Sports.
Thanks, Katie. Well, those very Mariners in action this evening at home for a date with the Muskegon Clippers. Unfortunately for the home team, the offense stagnant tonight as Muskegon wins 3-1. The Mariners' lone run comes in the bottom of the ninth inning, courtesy of an Oliver Campbell RBI. Meanwhile, the Lima Locos trek across the border tonight for a matchup against the St. Clair Green Giants. The Locos jumped in front early and didn't look back. A 3-run top of the first leads to a 6-1 Lima victory. Tyler Tolvey leads the way for the Locos with 2 RBIs, putting his season total up to 45, which is a new Locos record. Jacob Ryan, the winning pitcher for Lima, tossing 6 innings of shutout ball while giving up just 2 hits. At the high school level, Acme District action from Shawnee today. Losers bracket contest between St. Mary's and St. John's. Picking it up top, 4 bases juiced, nobody out. Hayden Stidham rings one up here for out number 1. 2 batters later, he strikes out another. The Rough Riders get out of the jam and remain on top 1-zip. Top 5, same scenario. Stidham needs some magic again, and he finds it. A chopper right back to him. He comes home for 1, on to first for the double play. A strikeout would end the frame. Back-to-back jams for Stidham, but he gets out unscathed. Top 7, Gavin Linninger on to close it out. He gets a sharp grounder to second. Derek Fisher ranges over to make the play. St. Mary's avoids elimination in a nail-biter as they move on with a 1-0 win. The late afternoon contest features a winner's bracket matchup as Van Wert meets Elida. Bottom 1, Elida breaks the ice as Luke Berger rips one right back up the middle. Noah Bowman on his horse from second. He scores standing up as the Bulldogs take the lead. 3 batters later, bases juiced for Matt Adcock, who draws a walk here. Berger trots home to double Elida's lead. The next batter is Mike Niebel. He too works a base on balls. That scores Alec Ewing as the Bulldogs lead is 3, but Parker Conrad sticks with it as he rings one up here to end the frame. Van Wert comes all the way back from 7 runs down as the Cougars win it in dramatic fashion, 10-8. In St. Henry, more Acme District action, an elimination game between Fort Loramie and Minster. Bottom 3, Trent Ruckerman smacks one into the left center gap and all the way to the fence. That will bring home Eric Schmidt as Minster strikes first. Later in the inning, Jacob Niemeyer slaps one the other way into shallow right field. Gabe Phillips on his horse from second. He scores with ease as the Wildcats lead is 3-zip. Still in the third, it's 6-0 when Eric Schmidt grounds one to short. He's safe at first and Dylan Sharp scores. The lead is 7 and Minster's not done. Here it's Ruckerman again, this time poking a base hit into right center. The score is Schmidt. Minster uses an 8-run third inning as they cruise 11-1. Finally, in the winner's bracket at St. Henry, Coldwater and Fort Recovery go head-to-head once again. Top two on for Ross Weigel, who drives one deep to left, over the head of the left fielder and all the way to the fence. Josh Herko and Nick Bailey score to give Coldwater a 2-zip lead. Still in the second, it's a 5-run Cavs lead, and Miles Blossomgame adds to it. He grounds one to short. Jake Hemmelgarn scores to make it 6-0 Coldwater. Top 5, the Cavs stay hot as Hemmelgarn grounds one right back up the middle. Will Broering and Isaac Steinbrunner score. It's a double-digit Coldwater lead. Fort Recovery, they don't quit, though, as in the bottom of the frame, Cole Greasy bloops one into center field. That gets down. Kobe Wendell scores, but Coldwater rolls this afternoon. They win it 14-2. Jumping into the swimming pool, the final day of the WOAL Swim Championships take place at Bluffton Village Pool. In the 15 and over division, girls 50-meter backstroke, Westside's Peyton Meffley tops the podium with a winning time of 32.99 seconds. In the boys event, Westside grabs another winner as John Briggs touches the wall in 28.84 seconds to secure the top spot. Westside claims the team championship as well, finishing with 2,780 combined points. We need to take a break here on Your News Now Sports, but when we return, we head to the big leagues as the Indians look to get back to their winning ways in Game 2 of their series with the AL Central leading Twins. Find out if they could do just that right after this. No time to ease back into things for the Cleveland Indians as their first series post-All-Star break is against the AL Central leading Twins. Cleveland now sits 6.5 games back of Minnesota thanks to last night's 5-3 loss. These two teams right back in action this evening at Progressive Field in Game 2 of a 10-game homestand for the Tribe. Max Kepler leading this game off for the Twins. He's homered 3 straight times off of Trevor Bauer. Make that 4 as he deposits one into the right field seats. A solo shot makes it 1-zip Twins. Kepler's next at bat comes in the second, and he does it again. The 5th straight homer off of Bauer for the Twins outfielder as Minnesota doubles their lead. In the third, the Indians need to get something going, and they do just that. Jose Ramirez skies one deep down the right field line. If it stays fair, it's gone, and it does. The third solo shot of the game is Ramirez's 8th of the season as Cleveland gets on the board. Same score in the 7th when Bobby Bradley unloads on one. 457 feet is the distance on the first big league jack for the Indians rookie. A memorable moment for him, but it comes in a Cleveland loss as Minnesota wins it 6-2. Finishing in Kansas City as the Tigers meet the Royals in Game 2 of their 7-game road trip. Top 2, the Tigers break the ice as Harold Castro curls one down the first base line and into the right field corner. Brandon Dixon flying around the bases. They wave him all the way around from first, and he scores while Castro is into third with an RBI triple, but the Tigers can't hold on to that lead as in the 5th, base is juiced for Chesler Cuthbert, who chops one through the hole. 2 more runs score and a 4-run 5th for the Royals. They don't look back as Kansas City takes it tonight 4-1, Katie.
Thanks so much, Matt. We'll wrap things up after the break.